Now you see, Swamiji's idea of nationalism. This is again a very important point. Swamiji's Vivekananda's nationalism is actually nothing but the Hindu nationalism. I'll make this point very clear. Swamiji went to America. We all know 1893. Whenever we talk about Vivekananda, the first picture which comes before our eyes is that wonderful, majestic personality standing in the platform of the Chicago Parliament of Religions in 1893 and addressing the American audience and through them to the entire world. What did Vivekananda accomplish? It's a very important question. I always considered that Swami Vivekananda's 11 September 1893 speech was an explosion. It was an explosion of the Hindu pride. And it was the explosion of the glory of what Bharat is. Two things. The glory of Sanatana Dharma, number one. And secondly, the glory of our great Punya Bhumi, Bharat. For the first time, the world took note of what Hindu Dharma is. Till then, the entire world was denouncing what Hinduism is. They considered Hinduism to be a religion of barbarous, superstitious people, snake charmers. That was the day when the world took note of this great system, when Swami Vivekananda addressed the American audience saying that, I thank you all in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. The first line, just imagine, the turning point event of the modern times starts with this electrifying sentence coming from the mouth of Swami Vivekananda. And what was that sentence? I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. Tell me, dear brothers and sisters, which is that most ancient order of monks in the world? He is referring to the great Hindu Sanatana Dharma. Second sentence, Swamiji says, I thank you in the name of the mother of all religions. Which is this mother of all religions? Hindu Sanatana Dharma. Hinduism is the mother of all religions. Just imagine that. Swamiji says Christianity and Islam is a distant, patchy imitation of Hinduism. In another place he says that. And the third sentence, Swamiji says, I thank you in the name of the millions and billions of Hindus of all sects and classes. This was the turning point event. What exploded on that day was the Hindu pride, which actually Swami Vivekananda carried in his bosom. And that is what actually marked the beginning of the awakening of the new India. So in India, nationalism is connected with the pride in the great Sanatana Dharma. That's why even, I should say, later on, Jawaharlal Nehru, in his glimpses of history, world history, he mentions this point. He says, Vivekananda's nationalism was Hindu nationalism. And how true it is. Every freedom fighter of the so-called 20th century, they all have drawn inspiration from the words of Swami Vivekananda. Once this Sanatana Dharma pride was awakened among the Indians, India woke up. And that is what we find when Swami Vivekananda came back to India. We all know he gave his fiery series of lectures starting from Colombo and ending in Almora, almost 1 long year. A series of lectures which awakened India. How did he awaken India? By making the Hindus understand the glory of Hindu Dharma. We had given up our pride in Hindu Dharma. We were trying to imitate the West at that time. That was the critical juncture. When the entire nation was in darkness, when Swami Vivekananda comes and tells the Indians that what is that true identity.